Today we're going to talk about red flags. We all know what they are, right? If you don't know what red flag means, then look it up. I'm not going to tell you. Actually, you know what? Let me just do it for you real quick. Hang on, let me just do it for you. Oh, a warning of danger. Socialist revolution. It could be something as simple as you killed my dog, or you stole my stock in Smash Brothers Melee when we were on a team and you died before me, and now I'm down to 1 and you're down to 1 and you fuck. That's a red flag. So now that we're well acquainted with what a red flag is, let's go through the top 10. Let's go down the top 10 red flags. Top 10 Watch Mojo red flags. Here we go. Being a bad texter. Like, how the fuck are you gonna not communicate to people simply? This could be the obvious one, which is like you text someone and they leave you on red for like days and you're like, man, what? And it was like an open-ended thing, so it's like, you seen it. Why can't you just... anything. How the fuck are you gonna be bad at typing? Like, dude, you have so much time to think about what you're gonna type and then you're just dry as fuck. I can see in real life you're put on the spot and everything, but no, you have like so much time to think about it, reread it, revise it, send it to fucking Chat GPT and they will like fix it for you. If someone doesn't text you back in like a day, that's a red flag, homie. I don't know what to tell you. I can see if they're busy, but no one's busy for 24 hours, dog. They're just not thinking of you. That'd be like if I like talk to someone in like a room, when it's just me and them in the room, I say something to them, and they just nod at me, and then they walk out. That's just rude. That's just rude at that point. That's just you being rude. That's just a rude thing to do. But it's at number 10 because everyone's complained about this, and I'm adding nothing unique to the table. Talking about the weather. It's like, yeah, I see it, man. It's like, oh, it's like +5 out today. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day in March. It's +5 out today. Can you guys believe it? It's a beautiful day in March. It's +5 out. If you're talking to me about the weather, then I guarantee you there's nothing for us to talk about. It's like, man, I can look up. I can see if the sun's out. I can see if it's raining. Brr, it's cold today. It's like, oh yeah? I'm also standing outside. I had no idea. I had no idea. But now that you've told me, I'm now so accustomed to the weather around me, and now I understand everything, actually. Thank you. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. The snow is supposed to clear up by Friday. It's like, I don't care. It's not Friday now, so I don't give a shit. I'm dealing with what's on right now, man, and right now it's snowing. So that's my concern. I don't give a fuck about Friday until Friday comes. Why are you talking to me about this? It's the same thing about, like, talking about, like, gas prices. It's like, oh, gas supposed to go up this week. It's like, and? What am I supposed to do about it? If it were up to me, gas would be free. We don't live in a perfect world. Don't talk to me about gas prices or weather. Man, you see the weather every day. Talk about something new. Christ. Leaving the blinds open at night? It's a red flag, let's be real. If you leave your window wide the fuck open, you can see outside and you see people walking around. You see, they can see you too, man. And then what's worse is if you go to bed without closing the blinds, it's like, oh, you're asking for a demon to look at you while you're napping. Cause like, then you wake up and the sun's beaming in and you're like, oh. What's the point of having the window like wide open at night anyway? You're not letting any sunlight in, the sun's down. What are you gonna do? You look outside, you see people staring back at you, oh great, that's fun. They can see you 1,000 times easier than you can see them. Because your fucking light's on and it's dark out and they're walking by and they peer in and they see you jelking at your desk, gooning at your desk for 24 hours. Close the fucking blinds, man. I'm not ashamed of what people see me doing. It's like, well, you should be. You fucking should be. Framing your high school diploma, like on your wall, on your bedroom wall, your high school diploma. It's like, yeah, everyone has one, numbnuts. If you didn't pass high school, it's because you dropped out of it. I don't know what to tell you. Great job, you hung up your GED. Wonderful. You know what I do with my diploma? I don't actually know what the fuck it is because it doesn't matter. It's a sheet of paper that says I graduated high school. You know what else would be just as easy? Telling people that I graduated high school. It'd be like framing your resume. It's like, look at this thing that everybody else has that I'm not unique to have. I understand not everybody graduated high school because they dropped out and got like a good plumbing gig or something. But that's even more reason to not hang up your high school diploma. I could see if they gave you like a beautiful brass trophy. That'd be neat. But you didn't get one. You got a fucking sheet of paper in an envelope with like HP ink that Shaquille O'Neal sold you. Like actually believing in aliens and ghosts, but actually believing in aliens to the point where you're concerned about it. And I mean, there's some good evidence out there that aliens exist, right? But like, there's a limit to how much you should think about that. All right, that was the gain check. Eating out at only one place. Like, you have one restaurant that you go, one fast food joint that you always go to. Where you guys want to go eat at? And this person's always like, Taco Bell. It's like, fuck you. Eat other food. And I don't mean like every day, because if you eat a fast food every day, that's another red flag. But if you go to the same place every time you and a group of people want to go out and eat, fuck you, dude. I don't eat McDonald's, I eat Taco Bell. It's like, what? So, admittedly, this one's rare, but you gotta hand it to me. This counts as a red fucking flag. And there are people who do that, and it's concerning. Using wired headphones in public. I can see wired headphones at home, you know? So if you're working at your PC or your computer or something, yeah, you might need wired headphones, that's fair. But like if you're like listening to tunes on the bus and you like have wired headphones, it's a little strange. And I know not everyone can afford wireless earbuds, but I feel like they're becoming more commonplace now. I feel like having a good pair of wired headphones for your phone in public is like the same price as like a mid-range wireless headphone. But when I see someone walking around the subway with a fucking white wire hanging from their head, I'm like, oh, huh, that's. I feel like if you have a phone that has the ability to have Bluetooth, you should be able to afford like a half decent pair of wireless headphones. Wired headphones always like break, you know? I don't think that's a hot take. I think they always like fray, they snap, the fucking wire gets bent in a weird way. You gotta like wrap it around your phone in a weird 45-degree angle when all the planets align, and then it works. But at home, I understand using the wired headphones in your computer, yeah. But like at the gym, man, and you got wired headphones at the gym, if you could afford a gym membership per month, you can afford a half decent like AirPod knockoff. Having a messy room. My god, can we talk about this? Having a messy room with just compost and shit lying everywhere, there's trash on the floor, there's like unfolded clothes everywhere, it's just a mess. It's a goddamn mess. Clean your fucking room. Take like 2 hours out of your day and just clean that shit. You know what? I'm not a saint when it comes to this. My room gets messy sometimes, but guess what? I clean it, and then I feel really fucking good about it. And then I'm like, oh, you know, it's a tale as old as time. Your parents say, clean your room. And you're like, no, I don't want to clean my room. I'll play Mario and Sonic at the 2008 Beijing Olympic Games. Cleaning your room is gonna, it feels like it's a good feeling. It feels fucking great. Feels better than Shadow winning the 40-meter dash, I'll tell you that much. If you got shit in your room, clean that shit up, man. That's a fucking red flag. I don't trust you with anything. I feel like you're an irresponsible person if you have a shitty ass room. And like if I let you borrow something, I feel like it's gonna get lost. I feel like you're gonna lose it or it's gonna like break. Be a clean person. People will treat you like a clean person, you fucking idiot. People who call their dad father. Hey father. What? Me and father were talking. It's like, who the fuck's father, dude? Like the priest? You go to church? You holy man? No, you're talking about your dad, the guy who came in your mom's pussy and shot you out of his fucking balls, out of his cum sack. But you're really gonna call him father? It's like that's 2 syllables. That is 2 syllables, and you sound like an 1830s Victorian era child. And that's such a red flag. It feels like you got daddy issues. I'll just say that out now. Imagine that. Imagine that you're getting fed out of a baby bottle, the formula bottle, and your mom's like, "Oh, mother's here. Mother's here to help you." Instead of saying like, oh, mommy's here. That's what mothers say to their baby, right? Mommy? They call them mommy. Not mother. Not mother, not father. Calling your dad father is such a fucking strange thing. And I'll never apologize for that. That's why it's at number 2. The number 1 biggest red flag ever is using Skype. Full stop. No, that's not really it. Using things like Skype or Discord. People don't use Skype anymore, but like Discord or like any messaging software, you set yourself to offline mode. You set yourself to invisible mode so people can't see that you're online. It's like if you're playing on your Xbox or your PlayStation and you set yourself to offline mode so no one knows that you're online. It's like, what are you hiding from? Who are you hiding from? What is such a big deal that people can't know that you're online? You're not special. No one thinks about you that much. Nobody's like, oh, I wonder if they're online. No one gives a shit. What are you hiding from? Who are you hiding from? Why do you think that you're so special that you gotta put yourself in offline mode so people can't know that you're available to speak to? It blows my mind that you think you're that fucking important that you gotta put yourself in invisible mode so people don't know what you're doing. It's sneaky, it's conniving, and it's a red fucking flag, boys. So if you're never online again on Discord, no one would know the difference if you're dead or alive. So, might as well just do us all a favor and fucking kill yourself, and I mean it, by the way. I'm pissed off.